everyone. Thanks for stopping by Time for Truth. This is Christina and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about creativity, wisdom, and knowledge. Coming at you with a huge attitude of gratitude because that is truly what it is. So welcome to my channel, and I'm excited to share with you that I did make it out to the oncologist appointment, and the news was good. So that is wonderful. It has been quite a journey from May of 2024 until January 13th of 2026. So I am incredibly grateful to many of the people that I encountered along the way. First and foremost, my husband, who's taken me on all of my appointments, done all the things, watched me go through all of this, and he has been such a support system. So there have been times when others have stepped up, and I'm very grateful to those people too. So with the attitude of gratitude in mind, let's start off with some good feelings. For January 13th, we're going to read from the book called The Language of Letting Go. It's an excellent book, and it offers a daily reading. And today's reading for January 13th is all about good feelings, and I am feeling good, so here we go. When we talk about feelings in recovery, we often focus on the troublesome trio: pain, fear, and anger. But there are other feelings available in the emotional realm: happiness, joy, peace, contentment, love, closeness, excitement. It's okay to let ourselves feel pleasurable feelings too. We don't have to worry when we experience good feelings. We don't have to scare ourselves out of them. We don't have to sabotage our happiness. We do that sometimes to get to the more familiar, less joyous terrain. And that is a very apropos reading for me for today. It continues with, it's okay to feel good. We don't have to analyze, judge, or justify. We don't have to bring ourselves down or let others bring us down by injecting negativity. We can let ourselves feel good. So that is, again, out of the Language of Letting Go. And in conjunction with having been to an oncology appointment, another oncology appointment today, and getting the all clear, which is just amazing. I'm so grateful for really the entire series of events when I look back and reflect. And I still am giving myself some time to do that. But I can tell you that there have been some amazing people who have helped me and saved my life, quite frankly, inside and outside of the healthcare community. And there have been those who have not helped me at all. And that has been very difficult to digest and to accept that there will be zero repercussions, no accountability, and that I have to find some new normal that adjusts to fit all of that. So in context, this is a book that my mom had. It's really an excellent book. I read it too. It's called Medicine Woman, and it's by Lynn V. Andrews. There's a reading in here that I'd like to share with you. It's at the beginning of the book, just to kind of set the pace for everything. And it's really lovely. It's a lovely book. It has a lot of art. This one is a simple design. But it says, by Agnes Whistling Elk, there are no medicine men without medicine women. A medicine man is given power by a woman, and it has always been that way. A medicine man stands in the place of the dog. He is merely an instrument of woman. It doesn't look that way anymore, but it is true. And again, that was Agnes Whistling Elk, taken from a quote of Medicine Woman. So I wanted to share my attitude of gratitude with anybody who is suffering through challenges, tough times, issues that feel like they're never going to resolve, that the whole weight of the world has been put upon us, and remind myself and others that we do get through these things, and we do come out on the other end, and we are changed by the entire sequence of events. There's no way around it. We are changed by whatever experience we go through. To continue to find a sense of positivity and an attitude of gratitude takes the inner work of acceptance that whatever it is, and now I must adjust to this new normal. And being willing to do that and to accept that this is the new normal. And I've done that a few times in my life. And right now I just feel an amazing sense of gratitude that I can take stock on another lease on life. Like I feel like a cat with 9 lives. Like I'm using them up, like, but here I am, like still clicking along. So, in AA and NA, they talk about jails, institutions, and death. Like those are our outcomes, for people who are not well, who choose not to make changes, hard changes that must be made in order to be better and do better. And a part of that for me with today's talk is this creativity, wisdom, and knowledge. Like each of those are really amazing words. Creativity. Like I want to be creative. I'd love to be an artist. I can't draw. I can color. I kind of stay in the lines, but I tend not to in life and in coloring books. But I want to be creative, and I have been creative. I'm looking over here right now, and I'm going to reach up and grab it, and I'll share with you how I was creative once upon a time. So I kind of was wondering what to do with myself, and I thought, I'd like to make some little things. And so I ended up making these little, I call them keychain holders. They're just a little piece of wire that I strung, a little bead here to start, and did some little things to make it all nice, and then used all kinds of different beads and turquoise and what have you. Okay, so I just went on, like I was on a mission. Like everybody in the world needed to have one of these. And I felt so creative. I felt this rush of interest in what I can do and what I could create. And I ended up taking these to my daughter's graduation party, actually, and just put them in a big box, and anybody could choose one, and off they could go. And I've also given them as gift toppers for, various seasonal gifts, birthday gifts. During that time, with those creative juices flowing, it really threw me into a whole new era. A guest came to my home and was entranced and was like, "Oh, you should sell those on Etsy." And I'm like, "Oh, what's Etsy?" Back in the day. And I thought, well, let me see what that's about. And I ended up starting my own shop and selling vintage. And I actually did sell a few of these too. And they're all unique, one of a kind. And, I did it as a way to use up old jewelry so that we, recycle, reuse, and renew. And that made me feel creative. I felt like I had creativity inside of me that I didn't know I had. I went to thrift stores. I began shopping for vintage. I began selling on Etsy. I loved it. I sold international. I found things that people wanted. And I still have a lot of things that apparently I never got listed or the people didn't want. So I'd like to maybe get back into that with this new lease on life that I have, this new attitude of gratitude after everything that I've been through. The creative juices are flowing again. My lymphatic system may not be flowing the way it should, but I can deal with that. Wisdom, wisdom. How do we gain wisdom? We gain wisdom by experience. There is no other way to become wise other than by a lived experience. I don't want to use a tagline like that, but it is true. How can we know we're having a good day if we've never had a bad day? Like, the basis for comparison then becomes, how bad on the scale was it? How good on the scale is it? How do we keep right-sized and balanced in the midst of everything else that we're trying to accomplish or contend with, or take care of, whatever it is? Sometimes we just have to recognize that we only are equipped to deal with what we have been exposed to. Otherwise, it's a completely new situation, and we've got to pull out that tool belt that enables us to use our emotional tools, our analytical tools, our practical, become MacGyver. You pull out the tool belt and you use what you got and you make it work. And that's the wisdom of the years. It doesn't come easy. It comes by the school of hard knocks, or at least it did for me. So I own it. I am a wise woman who has experienced hardship, and I have come out on the other side of it to appreciate when it is not a hardship. But that's not to say there won't still be challenges and lessons to be learned, and I'm prepared for that. Knowledge. How do we know? What does it mean to know? What does anybody else know? How am I supposed to know? What does it look like to know? There's so many questions about knowledge. Can we be book smart? Yeah. Do you read? Do you enjoy reading? Listening to books? There's a lot of YouTubers who read books. I loved that. That was wonderful for me because I was disabled. Like, I had little, like little dinosaur hands, Tyrannosaurus Rex hands for a long time. I couldn't do anything. And to even try and turn a page was very difficult. So the ladies that I listened to on YouTube who read the books enriched my life when I couldn't do that for myself. Amazing. I'm so grateful to them for doing that. And then understanding that, yeah, okay, so now I've reached this next plateau. So I have this good news that, I don't need a pill. I don't need another surgery. I don't need a further treatment. Like, I have, I've passed that hurdle. And now to take all that in and to sit with that feeling of accomplishment. I'm looking over beyond my studio here, at a lymphedema machine that I'll still be using, to deal with this new condition that is a chronic condition. But I'll do that because I did the work to get it here, and it will help me. I still have some other medical challenges coming up, but this is a launching off place to a new beginning. And I think that's what my point is in all of this is, no matter how hard things are, no matter for how long they're hard, we are equipped individually, each of us, with every single thing that we need to meet the challenge. Truly, we just are. We aren't handed anything that we cannot handle. It's just how we choose to handle it that enriches our life or detracts from our being. And I've allowed a lot of things to detract from my being. I've had some pretty rage-filled days in this process. And again, a shout out to my husband who has contended with those outbursts, born of pain, because I wasn't provided with pain management. So I was really raw dogging that whole thing. Sorry to be crude, but it really was that kind of a feeling of, oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm going into here, but it's going to be bad. And it was. I'm not going to mince words about it. It was bad for a long time, 5 months even, because between between a March surgery and then a June. Yep, that's what it was. March, major surgery, and then June, major surgery, and then an injury during that second surgery. So to come out of this, I'm just taking a deep breath. I'm so psyched. I want to get back into the hiking, the biking, the working out, all of the things, building my upper body strength, coming to terms with this new body image profile that I have. As a woman, I'm interested in what is happening at the Supreme Court. Like, no man is a woman. We're going to be clear about that right from the get. And if anybody, has an issue with that, please, just feel free not to come back onto my page. That's all, my channel, whatever. We're not even going to go there right now, but we will, because there have been some situations that I have been made to encounter, not by choice, about some issues with regard to that scene. But for today, I'm reveling. I'm reveling in joy and happiness. I'm hoping that I'm able to incorporate this happiness and hold on to it and keep it rolling along, because that's what counts. Rolling along, forward motion. What's the next right thing? One day at a time, one step at a time. And even if you take 2 steps back, that's all right. Keep going. 2 more steps forward. You'll catch up. The brain will catch up. The body will catch up, and that's the balance. So when I decided to do the topic for today, my attitude of gratitude, it's because of creativity, wisdom, and knowledge. And these things are available to all of us, but we have to work for them. And we know when we get it. We know when we create something, because it's a tangible thing. And the same happens in our mind and in our heart. When we know something, when we've lived it, then we incorporate that and it becomes a part of us. It becomes a thing. And I hope to become more creative. I'd like to get back into my selling. I will not go back on to Etsy, because in my opinion, Etsy forgot what a woman is, and that's why I put my shop on vacation. So it's been on perpetual vacation for a little while now. I thank you for coming by and listening to my little spiel about what's happening in my happy little life, because it is a happy little life. And I'm grateful that I can adopt an attitude of gratitude and have a new lease on life and move forward and do what I want to do for the next 45, 50 years. So thanks again. I wish all of you health and wellness, and that you will find it within yourself to reach deep and be real and do what brings you joy, because it is the, we talk about happiness, the pursuit of happiness. It's the pursuit of inner joy that we're really all looking for. So nothing external brings that to us. Not the beautiful little ring that my husband got me for my 10th anniversary. That brings me so much happiness. I love to look at it, but that's not what's inside. That's just a tangible showing of the feeling that we have for each other and the joy that we've experienced as a couple. So I wish you joy and happiness and happy trails too. And I'll be back tomorrow with more good news. Take care. Bye.